So Justin Bondison and Jess Cooper are worker owners of the Folks Cooperative. They live and work in Norway. Jess is a youth climate action coordinator with CEBE, a founding board member of Creative Norway, and staff at Fair Share Food Co-op. Justin is a gardener, hiker, biker, and educator who is passionate about compost. They share the values of waste reduction, connecting with community, and lessening ecological impact, which led them to co-found Spokehooks with Scott Glahn and Lou Brown. So take it away, Jess and Justin.
All right.
Woohoo.
All right. Thanks, Seal.
Well, I'm Jess Cooper.
I'm Justin Bondison.
And we are
Spoke Folks.
Yeah! We are a bike-powered hauling cooperative specializing in trash, recycling, and compost. And we are reimagining waste.
So thank you for joining us this evening.
Yeah, silence.
The golden silence. We did, my first Pecha Kucha was doing this a year ago. So
yeah, so as we said, we're 2 out of 4 of the worker owners. There's also Scott and Lou, who are both on this call. So hey guys, we all own this business together, and that's what being a worker-owned cooperative means. Here's a great picture of us in front of our awesome trailer, and yeah.
So what do we do? Quite simply is we haul garbage, recycling, and compost, and anything else on bikes. So we have a 12-foot trailer made by a company called Bikes at Work out in Iowa. And since October, we have been picking up trash. Our mission really breaks down into 2 parts. We want to lessen the environmental impact of trash that's already happening, mostly by using bikes as an alternative to trucks and cars. We also want to divert food waste from landfills. We're trying to incentivize people to recycle. And we're also trying to create equitable, healthy work in our community. So the equitable part comes in with cooperatives, which Jess will talk about later, and healthy because we're using our body to do work. And we're going to do this by providing a valuable and necessary service in our town. So people always ask us, why bikes? But really the question is, why not bikes? So pictured here is the normal, right? Big old garbage truck. They're very inefficient. They're stopping and starting, idling all the time. The average diesel garbage truck gets 3 to 4 miles per gallon. So I don't probably need to work too hard to convince anyone here that waste production in America is a big problem. The average American generates 4.5 pounds of trash per day. This is a breakdown as of 2017 of what that material solid waste was made up of. So this is a problem for many reasons. There's the emissions involved in transporting it, hauling it to and from transfer stations and to and from landfills. And then the problem that this stuff doesn't just go away. It ends up in our oceans. Heavy metals and other toxins end up in our soils. Some of these materials can be reclaimed and reused, but there's some problems associated with that. I mean, I can't even get into plastics here. So the question is where does your trash go if it doesn't just go away? Here's our transfer station. We don't have a lot of garbage trucks in our town, but folks are bringing their own stuff to the transfer station. So we want to address the nearly 10,000 residents bringing in their daily 4.5 pounds.
Right. And so where did this idea come from? Well, it turns out there's a really successful bike hauling cooperative called Pedal People in Northampton, Mass. And Scott got a chance to ride with them as an idea for starting a cooperative, and then knew that Norway is a really flat area and brought it back here, and we all started working on it.
So we started riding in earnest in October, and this is our low ball estimation that we've saved about 55 trips to the transfer station, and assuming that would all be cars, that means we've diverted 147 pounds of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which is the area of 300 by 300 by 300 feet, which is like a football field. So that's awesome, and we're just getting started. And then the other thing we're really excited about is composting. So that's just the emission of transport. When food waste and organic material ends up in landfills, it breaks down anaerobically and creates greenhouse gases. So we're planning to partner with the Allendale Community Garden this summer and to create our own compost out of our neighbors' food scraps and waste. And we're planning to give it back to the garden and to our community to build the soil instead of letting that stuff create more greenhouse gases.
Yes, it does, Rohit. So we don't only haul trash, recycling, and compost. We also do general hauling. You can see in these pictures, Scott is hauling some lumber, and with the Solidarity Garden Project last year, we were hauling planters to different people around town, lots of soil. So there's a lot of things we can do with these bikes, not just that. You can see how dense Norway is on the downtown strip. We're about a mile from our transfer station, which it's all pretty flat, which makes it super easy for us to do what we're doing. A lot of times people ask, like, what are you going to do about hills? There are some big hills in our area, but we're looking at electric assists in the future. So this is a great picture we took last week of Lou downtown. This is our main street, all the beautiful buildings. He's kind of stopping some trucks and traffic. And I think it just shows how great it looks to see a bike out there. We service these trash stations for the town of Norway on our main street. And so yeah, Spoke Folks is a worker-owned cooperative. We operate on the 7 cooperative principles, and this is the equitable part of our mission that we are working towards. Some of the cooperative principles that we feel are reflected in what we do are concern for our community. There's a couple others, but the Cooperative Development Institute is a nonprofit in New England that has supported us immensely. Spoke Folks would not have been possible without their support and the support of CEBE. They are working to create a cooperative economy in New England, and it's been really amazing. So how can you support us? If you're in our area, first and foremost, signing up for our services is the best way that you can support us. If you're not in our area, we do have a GoFundMe dedicated to building up what we're doing and being able to fund future projects like expanding to other areas in Maine. So follow us. We have an awesome website. We have an awesome Facebook and Instagram. And like what we're doing, share what we're doing, sign up if you're able to, and if you're not, just keep looking out for what we're doing, because there's lots of cool stuff.
Thanks for listening. We'll put some links in the chat for you guys.
Yeah.
Terrific. Thanks so much, Jess and Justin. I love when I'm seeing them zoom around Norway. It's